In this video, we will solve a question which is given to us. Let's see what is the question. In which period and group the following elements are present in the periodic table? We are asked to find out the period and the group of these elements in the periodic table. To solve this type of questions, we must keep something in our mind, that is, first of all, we must write the electronic configuration of the given elements. We write the electronic configuration of the given elements. Then we will identify the valence shell. The n value of the valence shell indicate period. With the help of n value, we will find the period of the given element, and then we will see how many total number of electrons are present in the valence shell. Total number of electrons which are present in the valence shell represent the group number. Now we will solve this question starting from the first element which is given, that is nitrogen. So in order to identify period and group of nitrogen, what should we do? First of all, we will write the electronic configuration of nitrogen. Let's start. We will solve this question. Let's start to solving the question. The first element which is given is nitrogen. Nitrogen, its atomic number is 7. What should we do? First of all, we will write the electronic configuration for nitrogen. The electronic configuration for nitrogen is 1s, 2, 2s, 2, 2p, 3. We know 1s, it is the subshell of K shell. 2s and 2p, these are the subshells of L shell. Now we will write the n value for these shells. N is equal to, we have two shells, the first is K and the second is L. We know for the K shell the n value is 1, while for L shell the n value is 2. So which is the valence shell here? Yes, L is the valence shell. L is the valence shell. What is the value of n for L shell? N is equal to 2 for L shell. Since n is equal to 2, it means nitrogen is present in the second period. Since n value shows the number of period. So what is the period of nitrogen? Nitrogen is present in the second period. It is present in the second period of the periodic table. Now we will see the group of the nitrogen. See the valence shell, that is the L shell. How many total electrons are present in the valence shell? 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Since 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, it means nitrogen must be present in group 5th A of the periodic table. So we write the group of nitrogen in the periodic table. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So nitrogen, its group is, nitrogen is present in group 5th A of the periodic table. It is present in group 5A. I hope this is clear to you. Now we will see the next element which is given. The next element which is given to us is oxygen. Oxygen, atomic number 8. In order to identify period and group of oxygen, what should we do? First of all, we will write the electronic configuration for oxygen. So its electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s, 2, 2p, 4. This is the electronic configuration for oxygen. Now we write the number of shells. 1s2 belongs to K shell. 2s and 2p, they belongs to L shell. Now we write the n value. We know n is equal to, for K shell, n is equal to 1, and for L shell, n is equal to 2. Identify the valence shell here. Yes, L is the valence shell. Where L is the valence shell. The n value for L shell is equal to 2. N value for L shell is equal to 2. So it means Oxygen is present in the second period of the periodic table. So what is the position of oxygen in the periodic table? Oxygen belongs to second period. So we will write the period of oxygen. Oxygen belongs to second period of the periodic table. Oxygen is present in second period. Now we will identify the group of the periodic table. We will see how many valence electrons are present. Here we can notice in the valence shell 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. The total number of electrons which are present in the valence shell are 6. So oxygen must belong to group 6A of the periodic table. What is the group of oxygen? Oxygen belongs to group 6A. So we write the group of oxygen. It belongs to group 6A. Its group is oxygen is present in group 6A. Present in group 6A of the periodic table. I hope this is clear. Now we will see the next element which is given to us. The next element is magnesium. Magnesium is given to us and we are asked to identify group and period of magnesium. So what should we do? First of all, we will write the electronic configuration for magnesium. Magnesium atomic number 12. Write down the electronic configuration for magnesium. It is 1s, 2, 2s, 2, 2p, 6, 3s, 2. This is the electronic configuration for magnesium. 1s2, 1s belongs to K shell, 2s and 2p belongs to L shell, and 3s belong to M shell. Now write the N value for these shells. N is equal to, for K shell, N is equal to 1, for L shell, N is equal to 2, and for M shell, N is equal to 3. Which is the valence shell here? Valence shell is M shell. Here the valence shell is M shell. What is the N value for M shell? The N value for M shell is equal to 3. Since the N value is equal to 3, so it means magnesium is present in third period. What is the position of magnesium in the periodic table? Magnesium, it belongs to third period of the periodic table. Now we will find the group of magnesium. We will see the number of electrons which are present in the valence shell. This is the valence shell of magnesium. How many electrons are present? 2 electrons. In the valence shell of magnesium there are 2 electrons, so that's why it must be present in group second A of the periodic table. Magnesium belongs to group second A of the periodic table. So we write it the group of magnesium. It is present in group second A. Magnesium group is, it belongs to group second A. Group second A. I hope it is clear to you. Now we will see the next element which is given to us. The next element is aluminium. The next element which is given to us is aluminium. Now we will write the electronic configuration of aluminium to identify the position of aluminium in the periodic table, that is to which group and period of the periodic table aluminium does belong. So aluminium atomic number 13. Aluminium atomic number 13. Write down the electronic configuration for aluminium. 1s2, 2s, 2, 2p, 6, 3s, 2, 3p, 1. Now 1s belong to K shell, 2s and 2p L shell, 3s and 3p M shell. Now what should we do? We write down the value of N for these shells. N is equal to, if we have K, L, M. For K shell, what is the N value? N value is 1 for K shell, 2 for L shell and 3 for M shell. So, which is the balanced shell here? M is the balanced shell and the value of N for M shell is 3. It means aluminium must belong to third period. So, what is the period of aluminium? Aluminium belongs to third period of the periodic table since it has N is equal to 3. So, period of aluminium is third period. Now, we will identify the group of aluminium. See the electrons which are present in the valence shell. Third shell is the valence shell. How many total electrons are present? 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Since in the valence shell 3 electrons are present, so it means aluminium must belong to group 3rd A of the periodic table. What is the group number of aluminium? Aluminium belongs to group 3rd A. So we will write the group of aluminium, that is aluminium belongs to the group of aluminium is, it is present in group 3rd A. Aluminium is present in group 3rd A. So in this way we identify period and group of aluminium in the periodic table. Now we will see the next element which is given to us. The next element is neon. Neon is given to us and we are asked to identify period and group of neon. Neon atomic number 10. What should we do? As usual, we will write the electronic configuration of neon. So we should write the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 6. This is the electronic configuration for neon. This is the electronic configuration for neon. We will write the shells for neon. 1s belongs to K shell, 2s and 2p L shell. Now we write the N value for these shells. For K shell, we have two shells K and L. For K shell, N is equal to 1. For L shell, N is equal to 2. Now, what is the second shell here? Since N is equal to 2 and what is the second shell? L is the second shell. It means L is the valence shell. N value for L shell is equal to 2. It means neon is present in the second period of the periodic table. What is the period of neon? Neon is present in the second period of the periodic table. So we'll write the period of neon. Neon belongs to second period of the periodic table. Now we will identify the group of neon. We will see how many total electrons are present in the valence shell of neon. See here, L is the valence shell for neon. The total electrons which are present in the valence shell, 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. It means there are 8 electrons in the valence shell of neon. So neon must belong to group 8A of the periodic table. So what is the group of neon? Its group is group 8A. So we write down the group of neon. It belongs to group 8A. 8A of the periodic table. I hope this is clear. Now we see the next element which is given to us. The next element which is given to us is silicon. So what should we do? First of all, we will write down the electronic configuration of silicon. Silicon atomic number 14. We write the electronic configuration of silicon, which should be 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 6, 3s2, 3p, 2. 1s, K shell, 2s and 2p, these are the subshell of L. 3s and 3p are the subshell of M shell. Now we write the N values for these shells. We have K, L, M. N value for K shell is 1, for L shell is 2, and for M shell is 3. Which is the valence shell? Yes, M is the valence shell. M is the valence shell. N value for valence shell is 3. It means silicon is present in the third period. What is the period of silicon? Silicon belongs to third period. So we write the period of silicon. Silicon, it is present in the third period. Now we identify the group of silicon. We will see how many total electrons are present in the valence shell. Here we can notice M is the valence shell. In the M shell, the total electrons which are present, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. In the valence shell, 4 electrons are present. So it means silicon must be present in group 4A of the periodic table. What is the group of silicon? Silicon belongs to group 4A of the periodic table. Now we will write the group of silicon. Silicon belongs to group 4A. I hope this is clear. The next element which is given is boron. What should we do? As usual, we will write the electronic configuration for boron. To identify the group and period of boron, boron atomic number 5. Boron, its atomic number is 5. So we write down the electronic configuration of boron. It is 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 1. 1s, k, 2s and 2p belongs to L. Now we write the N value for K and L, K shell and L shell. N is equal to, for K shell, N is equal to 1. For L shell, N is equal to 2. So N is equal to, for K shell, 1. For L shell, 2. Which is the valence shell here? L is the valence shell. Since for the valence shell, the N value is 2, it means boron is present in the second period of the periodic table. So we write the period of boron. Boron, it belongs to second period. Second period of the periodic table. Now we will identify the group number of boron. We will see how many total electrons are present in the valence shell. Here we can notice L is the valence shell. Total number of electrons which are present in the valence shell, 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. It means boron is present in group 3rd A. What is the group number of boron? Boron is present in group 3rd A of the periodic table. So here we will write the group of boron. It is present in group 3rd A. Group 3rd A of the periodic table. I hope this question is clear to you.